Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bronze Grade Podcast. This is episode 22. I'm Lawrence, and with me are Dixon and Jacky. Before we get started, I just want to bring up that we're testing a video format for this podcast, but we're not sure it'll be posted, so we'll see how that goes. Well, I'm just going to ask, how was your weeks today? Dixon, how about you go first?
Yeah, for sure. It was okay. I didn't do too much. Just work. Like I told you guys before, on Wednesday at my workplace, someone crashed their car into a electrical pole, so it knocked off like an entire grid of power. So that was.
So at what point did it happen? Because I kind of drove up that way after work for myself too, so I know something happened.
It was like 5:30. It literally was exactly like 5:30 or something, and then like one of my workers was like, hey, there's some sparks in the air, and then like literally 2 seconds after that, like the entire like place just shut down with power, and I'm like, oh, fuck. That's fucking great. Then I had to start making phone calls and stuff and all that, and it's just a waste of my time. It's literally a waste of my time. But besides that, that's pretty much it. I mean, not too much. Still just work and gaming when I can.
Good. Jacky, how's your week?
Same as usual. Similar to Dixon's, I didn't lose power in my work, so
you would have backup, right? You have a backup generator.
Yes.
Like our backup generator turns on 2 lights.
Yeah, but
Emergency lighting.
When the power goes off, do you need to call like the fire station or anything like that, or?
No, we just call like our like our like security providers and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, yeah, no. Working, not going to talk about that. It's same as usual. I started playing, what is it? Police Simulator.
We'll get to that. I got other questions for your weekly business here. You were talking about your oxtail situation the other day.
Yeah. So, oxtail is very challenging. Have you guys made oxtail before?
No.
Okay. So,
I just remember you were messaging us. You're like, "Hey, I'm gonna start making oxtail," and like an hour later, you're like, "Yeah, it's still not done." I'm like,
"Yeah."
By the time it's done, it's gonna be like 10.
Okay. So I googled different recipes, and then they're like, "Yeah, so if you're in a time crunch, just use a pressure cooker, 35 to 40 minutes, and it'll be good." I know oxtail's a very tough cut of meat, so it would make sense to do it in a pressure cooker because I was on a time crunch, so I put it in the pressure cooker for 40 minutes. Took it out, did nothing. That was when I texted you because I thought I could eat dinner, and I was like, "Fuck." Right?
Was it like just rough? Like you just couldn't eat the meat?
Well, no. If I didn't want to gnaw on it, okay, because oxtail, right? You've had oxtail before, right? It's supposed to be fall off the bone, right? Because if it's not fall off the bone, then it's shit. So it wasn't fall off the bone soft. I didn't want to gnaw on it either. And then I ended up re-braising it on the stovetop because I didn't want to restart my pressure cooker. And then I braised it for like 2.5 to 3 hours, and I ended up eating dinner really late. And even then, it was still like chewy. So then the next day, I had like, it was a total of like 12 pieces, and I ate 2 pieces, so I had like 10 left. So the next day, I started braising it, and I braised it for an additional 3 hours. Okay? And then I was like, oh, okay, it's, since I've braised it for such a long time, on different days, it must be good. So after braising it for an additional 3 hours, it was a lot softer. It still wasn't fall off the bone soft, and I had to still kind of gnaw on it. So I was like, fuck. So I ate 2 pieces, and I had 8 pieces left. And then the third day, I was like, okay.
Then you froze it.
No. So I was like, fuck this shit. So the moment I got home at work, the moment I got home from work, I just heated it up. It was like 5, and then I let it run to like, I don't know, 9:30 or 10. And then I started eating, and then it was good. Yeah. It still wasn't fall off the bone good. Okay? I had to use a fork to like, to scrape everything off, but at least I didn't have to gnaw on it. but yeah, and then it was acceptable. But next time I'm doing it, which I'm actually gonna go to the Asian supermarket near where I am to get another pack of oxtail for this coming week, and it's gonna be redemption. So I'm gonna pressure cook it for like 2 fucking hours. Yeah, I'm gonna melt the fucking thing. That's what I'm gonna do.
Jackie's gonna pressure cook it for the next 2 days.
That's my plan.
So when Dixon talked about freezing your oxtail, it just reminded me of this other thing that you told us this past week. That was blasphemy.
Oh yes. Okay.
Fucking,
so
what the fuck, man?
no. Okay. And I can show you it right now.
No, it's okay.
It's
Don't.
fine.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. So okay.
I want to see freezer burned wings.
Okay. No. So it's not freezer burn. Okay. So Popeyes has had a boneless wing sale. It was buy one get one. Okay. So if you buy one order, which is 6, you get an additional 6, which is 12 altogether. Okay. So it's buy one get one. And then and then they had a separate boneless wing deal, or separate. Okay, like regular wing with bone, buy one get one, and boneless deal, buy one get one. So I bought one boneless and one bone, and I got extra boneless and extra bone wings. Okay, so I had like a lot, and after it came, I felt kind of guilty because it was too much fried food. So I only ate like
thing.
2. Yeah, so I ate like 2 pieces of wings, and it was really good. Popeyes is definitely better than KFC. This was like my second or third time eating Popeyes. I ate like 2 pieces of wings, and I felt really bad afterwards. I could still eat it, but I didn't want to. It just felt too unhealthy. So
you went to get
I
Popeyes. It's expected.
No.
Like,
well, no.
Yeah,
So I
it's already
froze
unhealthy.
it. No. Hold on. So I decided to freeze it, because obviously I couldn't finish it. And I didn't just like put the boxes in the fridge, Dixon. What I did was, I took like a Ziploc bag, and then I put the individual pieces in it, so it's not clumped up together. So it's individually, like, separated. Okay, if you imagine like a flat bag, and like, and like 20 pieces of wings in there, all individual, and then I just put it in the freezer flat. So each individual piece got frozen individually, so it's not clumped together or stuck together. I had high confidence that after I reheated, it would still taste good, and it did, because a couple days later, I took out 4 pieces of the boneless wings, put it on a cast iron skillet, in the oven for 400 degrees Celsius, or 400 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? For 20 minutes. I flipped it a couple times, okay? And it worked. It tasted good. I know you guys don't believe me, but like...
No, because you're recooking it. Dude, it's
it tasted
like,
good.
Look, Jackie, I don't
still
think
had a
I
crunch
was...
to it.
I didn't doubt that it
what you were
works.
saying.
For me, it's more like, this is how much effort you put into reheating fast food.
Yeah,
Like-
it was worth it, okay? So,
Dude, you know
I'm just
how
gonna
long they
eat-
cook their chicken for? So you're literally overcooking chicken to make it even
No.
drier.
Let me tell you why how I wasn't overcooking. Okay. So now you need some you need some cooking skills for this, okay? Like legit cooking skills. You need to understand like temperature control and stuff. So
Like, I wouldn't be at Popeyes if I need legit cooking
no.
skills.
So you're saying Popeyes didn't cook their food?
No. So if you are if you preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and then you pop the wings in there, yes, it's gonna taste like shit. Okay. Because the inside of the meat is not going to be warm enough, and the outside is probably going to be burnt. Okay. The key is to put it in while the oven is cold, and then let it gradually heat to 400. That way, as the oven is warming up, you get a gradual warming of the meat, and then the gradual buildup of the heat will use the residual oil, what's still within the batter, to kind of like refry itself to make it crunchy. And then once it hits 400 degrees Fahrenheit inside the temperature, okay, give it another 5 minutes, then you take it out and it's perfect. That's how you do it.
Sounds like complete bullshit.
No, man, it's not bullshit. It's true. I did it,
Dude,
man. Like I thought this over before doing it.
If Popeyes has deep fried their chicken in like probably 400 degrees in like crazy oil, it is already like essentially cooked. You are now cooking it again for another 20 minutes.
I was reheating it. I was not cooked. Well,
so it doesn't matter.
I was whatever.
It's
man.
essentially drying it out.
It's good. No, it still tasted good.
That's just copium. That's copium. 100% copium.
No, it still tasted good.
There's no way. There's still copium. There's never been a time where I've ever had leftover fried food that tasted like just as good as like the day that I bought it.
It tasted
because it always tastes like that.
You gotta take my word for it. It tasted good.
Like the thing is, for me, I would have been like, I would have just bought less the initial time, and then the next day I would have just gone to buy more.
No, I couldn't because I wanted to use the deal. I think it expired like the next day.
Okay.
What you should have done is just manned up and just ate all 24.
No, man.
Yeah, exactly.
No. There's
100%. Like I would have done
100%.
No, it's too much.
Yeah, I would have devoured it.
No.
Yep.
Wait, so you can eat 24 pieces of wings?
I can probably
in one sitting.
Dude, I'm fat.
They're half wings. They're half wings, right?
No, well, they're like wings.
Yeah,
you know,
they're the middle part. And
they're not even that big.
Yeah, they're wings, man.
Yeah, they're not big.
They're the middle part of the pointy end. They're not the full wings.
You know what? I forgot to bring my cup of tea in.
Well, sucks for you then, I guess.
Can I leave and get it?
Okay, let me ask you one more thing before you can go, because I think yeah. So the other thing that happened this week for you is your headphones.
Yes.
So you have new headphones, which
yes.
you know that's fine. Why is it such a difficult thing for you to deal with new headphones?
Okay,
I know you have a hardware.
No, I told you. I knew something was gonna. Every single time I do something with hardware, it like I need to clear up my whole days of schedule to just do that one thing. Because it took me like 2 hours to like open it, stare at it, psychologically prepare for it, and then plug it in. And then when I plug it in, everything that can go wrong goes wrong. And then it takes me like an additional hour to kind of fix it and figure out what's going on.
It's not even that much to deal with. Like I get that you had some remapping issues and this and that. It's not that big of a deal.
It's a big deal to me. No, man, it's scary. I can't deal with it. So
I can see like Jacky is clearing his calendar one day. He's like, "Well, can't do all these meetings. I'm gonna have to set up my headset."
That's what I do,
guys,
man.
Guys, I got a new mouse. That's like this whole day is just a no-go for me.
That's why my pack of mouses are just behind me, and I haven't installed it yet, despite my my poor current mouse performance that has some lagging issues.
There's an old man issue here.
So if I install the monitor, my second monitor, I'll have to take like 2 days off work.
Yeah, he has to install it, figure out that it doesn't work, and he has to go out and buy another one just to make sure it works.
And then our server, I'm gonna need like
the
whole weekend plus a Monday.
Yep.
Probably. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I mean, I can do it. It's just gonna take me time. Yeah.
Just plug and play.
No, it's not plug and play, man. I have to like reconfigure this whole thing, and then it messed my input and output up. I don't know why.
And it took you how long? Like 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
No, it took me longer than that. Well, because I was playing with it before I logged on, right? Because I couldn't hear anything. So I was trying to play music. I couldn't listen to it. Then I was like, oh, fuck. And then I pulled it back out.
It's the banana meter thing.
Yeah, it's the banana
I knew
meter,
that was going to be a problem. Like, that was definitely the thing, yeah.
Yep. I'm going to go grab my tea. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay, because I was going to ask Dixon, biggest game to come out this past week. You've been playing it. It's called Zenless Zone Zero. New Hoyoverse game. Yeah.
Hoyoverse game. The gods of gacha has created another. Speaking of that, they're making an Animal Crossing game or something, right? I think I saw something like that.
Wait, Hoyoverse?
I think it was Hoyoverse. Maybe I'm just talking complete bullshit right now, but I swear it was Hoyoverse. I could be wrong.
Sure, they got money to spare.
Yeah, but with Zenless, it's been pretty good. I mean, it's very polished, very Persona cyberpunky kind of combined. Like, I mean, you saw some of it.
Yep.
It definitely reminds me of that.
I think it reminds me more of Jet Set Radio, honestly.
That's yes, yeah, like Just Set, Persona, and like Cyberpunk in a little bit or something like that. Sure. But yeah, no, it's been good. I think like we were talking earlier about how in the beginning the characters felt kind of like very basic to use. Definitely is different when you get like other characters. They definitely feel better. So you know that was pretty cool. So so the characters don't look like shit all the time. But so far it's been pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I did get the limited character, obviously.
How many times did you reroll?
Okay, listen, it only took me 15 times. I am honest. I Excel sheet my rolls, all right?
Oh, God.
Just so I remember what I have.
But so no, how much in terms of game time did it take you? Like 4 hours?
It took me, so that night I played until 5.
Good God, man.
And then I went to bed for like 2-3 hours, and then I had to drop by work because there was a huge meeting happening. And I got home at 6, and I think I did it from like 6 to 11. Not straight because I stopped for like food and stuff. But I think around 11 that night, I think I finished my reroll.
So about 10 hours then.
Yeah, I guess about 10 hours, yeah. Which actually isn't bad, considering people were saying the reroll like was also like 40-50 minutes long. It was like a good like 20 minutes, I think. So it wasn't too bad. Which is surprising for a Hoyoverse game.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When you're done.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I watched you play a little bit of the beginning of that game. It had no appeal to me. But like my question is, like, what is it? Is it the gameplay that's appealing to you, the characters, the art, or like the gambling aspect of it because you're rolling, whatever the hell you call it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know. Like, I've played so many gacha games. The gambling is definitely fun. Not that I spend like thousands of dollars, like, right? But rolling is interesting because, really honest, like my luck isn't too bad in it. Besides, like I was telling you, Lawrence, I fucking lost like 8 50-50s in the past like week. It's a complete bullshit. But yeah, no, it's I mean the game itself is pretty good. Like it's a nice action game, right? You just don't like it because it's like it's anime.
No, so I think the problem is that they start you off with characters that look bad to play. I think that's a huge problem. Like even as I was watching, right? Like the two characters you start with just don't look fun at all. And I think you had the same issue while you were playing. So that's why when you said when you got the better characters, it just kind of changed how you feel about the game, right?
Yeah,
I just feel like that's a bad way to start the game.
Yeah, no, and to be honest, like I feel like objectively they aren't as bad. I think just visually and just like personal wise, I feel like they were like kind of doo-doo, right? But again, I mean, like, I think it's different for everyone, right?
Yeah, I think you're also coming off of Wuthering Waves, so I think maybe when you were starting that game off, it's like a different frame of reference, I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like it definitely, like the character definitely didn't feel as strong as if you were playing like Genshin's main character felt pretty strong. Like Star Rail, you kind of felt like the characters, like your main character was pretty cool, but Star Rail was kind of like a turn based anyway, so there wasn't much action to it. So I think like in this one, it just feels weird to like not have like a super strong character right off the bat or like something interesting. This leads me to my next point. It's actually really cool that in Zenless, the main character is not like a god that's here to save the world. You know what I mean? So like, you know, in Genshin, you're like the traveler and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna go save this world. And then I think in Star Rail, you're like this like enigma of like power and you're about to save the world. In this one, you're just some random hacker. Right? And it just kind of feels nice that it's not that kind of storyline. Again, not that I'm super far into the story right now, but so far, like, it's just not like, oh yeah, like you're literally like a normal person. And then I know you're saying how like you don't like how it's not really open world. I think they did the non-open world stuff pretty well. And then with the open world stuff, like it's actually hubs. So there's like different maps you can go to, but it's all in this enclosed hub. and then everything in there is actually pretty like alive in a sense. Like you can talk to everyone, you can interact with a lot of stuff. I think, like I told you, they have like a noodle shop you can order noodles from, like a coffee shop. I think later on there's like other stuff. Like your main base is like a video store where to get like passive income, you like rent out videos that you pick that you like kind of like get from the game, and then people just like give you money and you collect it later on, right? So that's what I was gonna say.
So we were in that store, right?
Yeah.
While we were watching you, that are those. Do you see what's inside those? I guess cassette boxes or DVD boxes, or are they just for set dressing?
I don't think you can see what's inside, but essentially when you unlock like the video store passive income thing, you can get like it shows you like a bigger kind of screen with a title, and it gives you like a synopsis of like the movie. So it's like this is action adventure, and it's like, it gives you like this dumb synopsis of it, and then you pick whatever, and then you just get passive income, which I thought was pretty cool. And it's kind of one of those weird things.
I think we also had a question whether or not those were actual videos outside of the game, but I guess they're not. They're probably just in game.
No, I think they're just in game, but and then there's an arcade. Like you literally go into an arcade and you can play a game within a game. Not that they're like mind-blowing games, but you can do that. So that was kind of funny.
Like, right? Are they like real arcade games, or were they just made up for the game?
No, I mean they're just made up for the thing because it's kind of like I think they play off of like all the regular games. Like there's a snake game, generic, right? So I think it's just kind of like generic, like little like mini games you can play to earn like really small amounts of currency. But yeah, so far like I'm enjoying it. I mean, as you saw today, like you posted, like it got 50 million downloads. Right?
Is there a multiplayer aspect of that game?
Yeah, so you can play multiplayer. I haven't gone to there yet, I believe. So
I'm
not sure.
Co-op? Is it co-op?
I think it's co-op.
PvP?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's PvP. Hoyoverse is not really big on PvP. That's what I noticed.
Lawrence, are you going to play with Dixon?
Probably not.
Since you're a gacha fan as well.
I only really play just one gacha game, but I don't know. The problem with Zenless for me is just it's too close to a console game, and I'd rather play actual console games or PC games, and that's why I'm not that interested. I don't know. And plus, whatever Dixon showed us before, it just wasn't getting my attention. I don't think the combat looks particularly great. Was it just left mouse button for you? Right mouse button?
Yeah, so just right mouse button and then like another button to attack. But I think later on it gets interesting because like you can parry, you can do like perfect dodges, that kind of stuff, and then you can do like some crazy combos by like switching in and out, that kind of stuff as well. Not as good as like Withering Waves, I feel like, but it still does it well. Like it's very polished for what it is.
Okay. I don't know. I might try it at some point. Like, it's just that I'm used to action games more like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, and I don't know if this is, would be close to that or not, or is this closer to like Nier Automata or
probably more Nier. I don't think it's definitely not DMC style. Like you're not.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not like flying all over the place and like. Although maybe you can. Who knows?
And the other problem for me is that if I don't jump in right now, I'm never gonna play this game. Like gacha games, just if you jump in later, you're just missing out so much character opportunities.
Yeah, for sure.
What are you waiting for then?
Definitely feel like that's the case.
What are you waiting for? You should do it.
Ugh, God, maybe
you guys should play. I'll commentate. I'll cheer you on the side. Yeah.
But I didn't think it was a game for you, Jacky, because you're not really big on anime style games.
No, that game's pathetic. I don't play pathetic games.
Oh, it's not pathetic, dude. It makes more money than all of us combined in a second. So I don't think it's pathetic. I'm pretty sure. I think when I remember, it already topped like gross charts, like. I know.
Yeah, it's popular. Like a lot of streamers have been.
Yeah, it's definitely insane. Like objectively, it's
not my thing,
it's
though.
Good. Yeah, for sure. I didn't think it was going to be your game either.
I don't like. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's not. It is. I guess it's pretty. The characters, I guess, in a way, but it's not I don't play a game for.
It's
big
not
characters.
Nikkei. Not everything can be Nikkei. I get it.
Yeah,
Dude,
so-
Nikki's so good.
What's a Nikkei? Like
Don't
a
worry
character
about it.
from another game?
Yeah, it's another game with
Okay.
with a lot of TNA.
Everybody knows
Let's
what
say.
Nikkei is.
No, I don't know what that is. God damn it! You
If
guys.
you know, you know.
play some real games.
Dude,
like
you don't,
Altered
even
Beast
you don't play
and-
real games.
Play some real
Karateka's
games,
not a
like,
real game.
Like Karateka.
Karateka's
and,
crap.
And Altered Beast, like the real games. For like
No.
real
So
people.
so speaking of real games, Jacky, you played Police Sim,
Yeah,
like
I
a
did.
real game.
A real game for real people.
I
Yeah,
didn't
why
watch you
shaking
play.
your head?
So
So
what do you
real.
think about it?
So, it was very buggy, and
Real game.
yeah, it was,
Everybody had drugs for some reason.
so Police Simulator, I think, for what it is, it's not bad, but I can tell you about some of the bugs, right? Like, I mean, the first mission that you get is a very basic mission of or not, I shouldn't say mission, duty. The first duty you get, assignment that you get is like do parking tickets, right? So it will assign you to a part of a city where you walk around the street and look at cars and see if they're parked illegally, and you just ticket them or you tow them or
So,
whatever, right?
Jacky, what you're telling me here just sounds like RoboCop.
Wait, hold on. You can ticket people in RoboCop?
Yeah.
For real?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck
No.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
it's
why
like
we're
the-
saying that game. That's
No.
why we're saying that game is like
Wait,
badass.
seriously? Like the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
I
ticket
watched
people.
Dixon do it. I watched
but
Dixon
I don't
do
think
it.
I don't think you
Oh,
can ticket random
shit.
stuff. Like it has
Yeah,
to
it's
make
not going to be
sense.
random. Yeah,
Oh, okay. 'Cause
it's in the world. Yes.
I was just gonna. Oh my god! If you can ticket people, I'm buying the game. It's on sale right now.
That's not word. Just ticket people in police sim. It's fine.
Okay. Well, but anyways, I'm gonna look into that. Wow. Okay. I thought it was just like a shooter. I didn't know you can ticket people. That's great.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's definitely a small part of the game though, so I don't know if you
Okay.
really want to.
What are you talking
So-
about? That's the
Waste your
best
time.
part of the game.
It is the best
So-
part, but it's so small.
Can you catch criminals? Like catch them but not kill them?
So a store owner complains about these kids with a boombox
Oh,
being
yeah.
loud in front of his store, and you can be, right up in the grill and be like, "Yo, fuck your boombox," and crush it.
Oh, that sounds like my type of game. But anyways, so back to Police Simulator. So my first assignment was do parking tickets, and so I was walking around a part of the assigned. I think it's a fantasy city, and
Toronto.
Yeah, so
It's
I don't-
Toronto.
it's probably mirrored against New York, but so I was walking around. What I didn't like was the streets were super empty. I don't like games of empty streets. Okay, I like games that are more bustling with people and happenings, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't really like Spider-Man 1. But that's another thing. So so I was walking around, and then you would be looking at meters, and then if it's red or expired, then you ticket them, right? And there was I think one or two instances, and you can go back and watch the video that I recorded, where it was evidently expired, and then I ticketed the motherfucker, and then I got penalized for that. Like, I got a complaint for that. But it was expired. So, I mean, that's a bug. I was just, right? Okay, and then...
Are you sure it wasn't a diplomat?
No, it was a bug. Okay, and then... Oh, actually, I don't know, actually. But
Because I only
so-
say that because even in the earlier renditions of the game,
Yeah,
I think the
yeah.
ticketing system was okay because I've watched someone do it and it worked well. So I have no
Okay.
idea what's wrong with yours.
So, and then another one was I saw a car that's parked. Okay, and this is there's like, you've seen these real world signs where it says taxi with an arrow on it, and then on the top it says tow zone, right? Which means if you're not, I don't know if they have them in Canada, but it's all over in the States at least. So if you're not a taxi and you're parked there, you get towed, okay, or ticketed. But it says taxi and tow. So in the game, I was like, ooh, an opportunity to tow a motherfucker. So so I walked around the car a couple times, looked at the sign, made sure that it was parked in a taxi spot, and then I called a tow truck to tow the guy, and then I got penalized for that. what the fuck, right? So again,
So-
that's another bug. Okay?
So all I'm hearing is you suck at being a cop.
No, hold on. And then, okay, and then so apart from ticketing, okay, there was another thing that was like, hey, you know, if you see any suspicious people or if you see any suspicious activity going on, you should investigate and stop it from happening. So I was like, okay, great. Maybe there'll be some random shit happening in the streets while I'm ticketing people. So I was looking out for that. I was being vigilant. I was being a good cop. Okay, I was doing my job. So
You're not.
as I was walking down the street, there would be random people just standing there. Okay, and if you're just standing there, that's suspicious to me. Okay, I'm not stereotyping. I am definitely not stereotyping. But I'm seeing these random dudes standing around, right? Like, what are you doing? Are you waiting for, like, a drug deal to happen? Are you, like, on the watch out for a bank robbery that is around the corner, right? So I walked with the motherfucker. I'm like, show me your ID, bitch. I took the ID, looked at it, gave it back to him because it all checked out. And then I got points deducted for checking ID unnecessarily. That's bullshit. Right? That's not letting police officers do their job.
I just feel like you don't understand how AI are done in these games typically.
Well, okay. And then again, so then I was like, okay, fuck that. And then I just keep walking. And then, okay, and then this guy comes up to me and says, hi, officer, right? Right after he says hi, he turns around and walks the opposite direction. Now, to me, right, as a police officer, if you turn around after saying hi, that's suspicious.
That's shoot on sight.
Okay? So I chased the guy down. I took a look at his ID. He checks out, but I patted him down because he turned around, right? Why would you turn around? Because you have drugs on you. So I patted him down. I didn't find anything. Then I got points deducted. What the fuck? So those, in my opinion, are all bugs. Because it's not my problem. I was just doing my job. Because if I was a cop in the real world, I would do that.
I'm just glad Jacky's not an actual cop in the real world. That's all I'm going to say.
Dude,
I just think you don't know how to be
no,
a cop. I
no,
think
no.
you just suck at it.
No. If I was a cop, this would be a great world, okay?
No, I think we'd be all in
crime,
danger.
okay?
I'd be
'Cause,
walking outside,
no.
just standing at the sidewalk, and Jacky's
You
going
get
to be like...
frisked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'd come frisk you. Like, why are you standing
He's
on
going
the
to take
street?
his nightstick and beat me
No,
down.
hold on. Like, why would you be standing on the street, though? I wouldn't be standing on the street.
What? What?
If you're standing there, you're either waiting for something to happen or you're doing something bad.
So
Those are
again,
the only two
Jackie
outcomes.
sucks at being a cop.
Yeah.
Is
So
all I hear.
Straight up.
So those are the. Oh, and here's another thing. I didn't like. So I know my job was to do parking tickets, but I would expect to be able to use like a patrol car. Okay? So for my first assignment, they didn't let me use a patrol car. I had to walk. Can you believe
Yeah,
that?
no shit.
No, man.
Is that
That's
what they
fucked
call
up.
a beat cop?
No, that's fucked up. I need to drive.
I think
So-
you just suck at police sim.
No. So it didn't let me. So those are the things I didn't like. It was very buggy. It didn't give me a patrol car. But otherwise, I like the car. I mean, I like the game. So,
I don't think those are called bugs. I think those are called things you just did wrong.
No, man, those are totally bugs. Because what cop doesn't have a patrol car?
Cops that just started out. You don't get a patrol car. You go with a partner.
No.
You don't get to drive it.
No. I'm pretty sure every single cop gets.
No,
a
you
patrol car.
don't. Actually,
You do.
you really don't.
How do you go to places?
You get your partner.
No, okay.
You don't go
let's
alone.
Say, no. Let's say first day at work, okay? Graduated from the cadet academy, whatever the hell you call it. And then first day at work, and then like, oh, there's a murder down the street.
You wouldn't be doing murders, number one.
No. Then you run out, you hop onto a patrol car, right? You drive to the scene, you're like, what's up, man?
So again, you'd be with your partner,
Hmm?
number one. You wouldn't be driving. You also probably wouldn't be doing murders anyways.
I don't need a partner. I'm a super cop.
Yeah, so they would tell you you need a partner or get fired.
No, I
One
just
or two
refuse.
things.
I'm just like, no, what? Like, look, why would I need a partner? I just tell them I don't need a partner.
Then you can't do anything.
so- Jackie's basically going to be like in Lethal Weapon, right? He's going to go out for a little thing and just whole block blows up.
I don't know. I will just tell them like, hey, I don't need a partner. I'm good. Just let me do my
So then
work.
your supervisor will tell you, okay, no problem. There's your desk. You can sit there and do paperwork.
and then I'll just jump into my patrol car and I'll do my assignment.
It's just
so
like everything how Jacky approaches things in life at work.
yeah, exactly.
I'm not coming in. I don't feel like it. That's fine.
Yeah, I do the exact same
What the
thing
fuck?
at work. But anyways, that I would say it's a good game, not a great game. I am going to continue to play it because I do want to play a couple more assignments. I want to try using the gun. There's a taser and there's a gun.
Yeah, so you're not getting the gun until you pass like a bunch of the assignments, I'm pretty sure.
Is that wait for real?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to play a couple more assignments. If I don't get a gun by assignment like 3, I'm just going to start randomly shooting people.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna get you the gun. That's definitely gonna get you the gun, 100%.
So
that's how real life works too.
That's my plan. So and
you're gonna go to the armory guy. You're gonna go to the armory guy and like whip out your taser and be like, "Yo, give me a gun."
Yes,
that's how it's gonna go.
But I really want to play. I really want to play a scenario where I'm able to drive like a patrol car and see.
Have you driven? No, that game yet?
It didn't give me access to one.
100%. You're gonna I expect you to say, "Yo, the driving in this game sucks balls."
100%.
That's how it's gonna go.
I'll tell you next week.
Next week? You think you're gonna get a car by next week?
Right after this podcast, I'm gonna go play and I'm gonna stream it. You can watch it if you want.
All right. Yeah, you do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch the world's worst police officer.
So, but yeah, it's a good game, not a great game. Tons of bugs, and it's not my problem. It's the game's problem.
You tell the developers that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell the developers that.
Can I? I don't know. If they have a leave your own comments, I'll totally do it.
Yeah, and then make sure after you let us know so we can watch how many people ridicule your opinion. And tell you that you're ridiculous.
I played another game. Dredge. I played a little Dredge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't actually know what it is. I guess both of you played it, right?
Did you play any of it, Dixon?
No, I know what it is, but I like to hear what your opinion of it is.
Yeah. Okay. I think Dixon will like this game a lot more because I think I'm going to quit Dredge. Maybe you can take over. So it's a fishing game. You don't have a character. Your character is a boat. It's a tiny boat. You start off. I forgot. I wasn't paying attention to the story because I typically don't pay attention to the story. But something happened. Short cutscene, and then you end up in like in like a world where there's small islands, and you start off somewhere. I don't even remember the name, but you start off somewhere, and then your the first mission is to catch a bunch of fish and sell it, and oh no, I remember now. Okay, something happened, and then you end up like in some imaginary world with islands around, and then some mayor of the village or the city or whatever helps you out and be like, hey, I'm gonna buy you a boat, but you're gonna pay the city back. So then he gives you a boat, and then you're supposed to pay the city back by catching fish and selling it. So then that's the first mission. So then you would drive your boat out to the sea, catch a bunch of fish, go back, sell it, and then repay the city back. And then after you do that, that's like your first quest, and it's really easy. You could do that in like one round. After you do that, you repay the city, and then the mayor's like, "Oh, you're good. Everything's fine now. You can go do your own stuff." And then after that, I think that's when the real game starts, because then you meet like different people who will have different problems that will request different things. Like for example, there is a guy that collects artifacts, and then he will want you to go around to shipwrecks to dredge around the area to find artifacts for him and then give it to him. So that's one quest. And then you'll run into random people who will also want random things, where you need to boat out to an area where there's a shipwreck, and you dredge around that area. But the whole premise of the game kind of is about, in my opinion, I haven't played that much of it, but I've maybe played an hour and a half. The whole premise of the game is just going fishing, selling your fish to get money, using the money to upgrade your boat so that you can drive faster, and then as you're getting your boat better, you can do more of the actual quests of the game, which are just like dredging around and finding shit for people. And as you're doing that, you'll start completing missions, and I think that's how the game ends. After you complete all the missions. Yeah. So you catch fish, earn money, upgrade boat, do quests. That's the whole premise of the game. And yeah. I mean, I'm kind of bored of it already. So I don't know if I can continue playing that.
How long do you play? Half an hour?
No, I did a couple streams, so about an hour to an hour and a half at most.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't get that into the game, or that, but I'm just guessing that's going to be the premise of the game, because that's just how it seems like. Where
Yeah.
you know, where you need money to upgrade your boat, because if you don't upgrade your boat, you won't be able to do the actual quests.
Okay.
Yeah, and the quest just involves like dredging around finding shit for people.
Dixon,
I don't
you
know
gonna
if that.
play?
Yeah, but there's a
Hell
story.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, Dixon's like, hell yeah, I like playing garbage.
You just don't fish, and it does. The game doesn't end when you finish the missions. That's all I'm telling you.
Really? Oh, okay. Well,
Like it's
yeah.
based off of like Lovecraft stuff. So there's like
What's Lovecraft? What's Lovecraft?
okay.
Define that for me.
yeah,
What's
like
Lovecraft?
Cthulhu and like the Lovecraftian monsters and all
horrors.
that stuff.
Yeah,
Horrors,
right,
yeah.
right.
So I mean, I don't know if the old gods are in it, but like if the old gods are in it, it'd be pretty cool. But I don't know about that. But yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna play it. Like, sounds like a fun game. Not how Jacky plays it, but
Okay, well, Jacky, you also played Dead Space, right?
Yeah, the remake. Wait, is it Dead Space 1 or Dead Space 2 that I was playing? I don't even know.
Remake is one. Remake is one.
Yeah.
So
that was the one I was playing.
I know you got stuck somewhere, but before that, you mentioned that you were getting motion sickness. How bad was it?
It was pretty bad. I had to stop playing and take a little nap. I don't know.
Was it
why.
just
Like,
that one day?
it was. Yeah, it was just that one day. I think it's
Okay.
because you know how the game is overall really dark. Like the not like the illumination is like really dark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I think it's because it was really dark, and then I was playing in a dark room, and then how the movement of things were just made me really motion sick. So I had to stop playing that one time. But the second and third and fourth time that I was playing, it felt better. So I'm not a little bitch.
Yeah, you saw how Dixon was shaking his head disapproving.
I don't know, man.
I'm not a little. Yeah, I'm not a little bitch. That was a one-time incident. Yeah.
Overall, what do you think about the game so far? Aside from your issue at the end,
Dead Space.
Dead
Space is. I mean, I like it runs on the same engine that Resident Evil runs on, right? Because the game.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Because it's really similar. Like the mechanics, graphics, movements, lighting is so similar to Resident Evil. Remake.
I think the original Dead Space took a lot from Resident Evil 4, right? Like I think Resident Evil 4 really inspired a lot of things, and that's one of the biggest things.
Okay.
But
Because-
it's definitely not the same engine because Dead Space is an EA game.
Yeah, I like the graphics. I like the gameplay. I played the first one a long time ago, so I don't remember the story. As I'm playing through it though, it kind of jogs my memory a little bit. I'm like, oh, I do remember that. Like, so certain aspects of it do give me a little bit of a nostalgic feeling. Like when I replay those certain scenes that I do remember.
So from what I understand, like major changes they made were like Isaac didn't actually talk in the first game. And
who the hell's Isaac? The main character?
The main character. And
No,
he's supposed to talk here.
He talks. Yeah, he talks here.
And I think they also adjusted some of the plot lines to be more in line with the second and third games.
Oh, hey, no. I just looked it up. It does use the RE engine, which is the Resident Evil engine.
What?
That's why
The remake or the original?
The remake.
The
We're talking about
remake
the
of
original.
Dead Space?
Yeah. It uses RE engine, which is the Resident Evil engine.
That seems really weird because EA is known for using Frostbite, not RE Engine.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Really?
I'm just reading this off a comment on Steam.
I
What engine
don't think.
is what? Because it's this guy's like, what engine is Dead Space remake using, and then somebody said that it uses RE. I don't know if this guy's like bullshitting though.
Very doubtful. Very doubtful. Because RE Engine would be a Capcom proprietary thing. I don't think they would license it out.
Would they share it though? Like, because you know how like
Dude, companies do
Unreal,
not share their engines.
They don't.
Not like this. Like,
Not like
unless you're
this.
Unreal or something, I don't
Yeah.
think they would.
Like, they're not a public. Like, if it's RE engine, it's probably their own engine based off of something. So they're not going to just be like, oh yeah, here you go, use our engine. Although, I mean, like, again, I don't know exactly. Cause
Like, it could happen.
It.
Like, if they have a business deal going on, it could happen. But I would still think EA is more into using Frostbite or Unreal, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever.
The
But I mean,
engine.
But
it's
either way, yeah.
it's a good it's a good game. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play through the whole thing though, because I'm stuck on a. You know where I'm
Refuse.
stuck on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Just read the
if
map.
if it turns out to be a game where I need to run back to an old area to grab something, that's not the type of game that I like to do, because I just like to move forward. Yeah.
If you
I need
switch
to
the map around 360, you're moving forward.
Yeah.
Back
No,
to the area.
I'm not doing. No, I'm not going back to an old area to grab something. If I'm doing that, I'm quitting the game.
There's a lot of games where you go to the back area.
Well,
man.
that's why
I know.
I don't
That's
play-
why. That's why. Yeah. That's why Jacky doesn't like playing Metroid games.
Dude,
Yeah, that's
police
why-
sim, you go back to the stupid fucking headquarters. You're going back to the area. What do you mean?
But I'm not getting something from that area. I'm going back to that area to
You're
like
getting your
to
taser.
rest. No, your taser's on you. You get
No,
a
you-
taser and a pistol.
Your
Yeah,
gun was going to
so-
come from there. So technically, every
so-
time you go, you have to get your gun from there.
Yeah, but that's a starting point though. I don't need to like run back, and it's not that bad till but like going back to wherever the fuse is going to be very hectic in Dead Space, and that's not something I'm looking forward to. So if I have to do that, I'm quitting the game. Yep.
I want to
I
see.
played it for more than 10 minutes.
Off topic here, I want to see Jacky design a game and see how it plays. Is it just
It'll be
you just
awesome.
move forward and that's it?
It'll be the game of the year every year if I design a game.
That's why Jacky likes Karateka. He likes Altered Beast.
Yes.
Only forward, no back.
That is
Only
true.
forward.
That is so true.
Yeah, no story,
yeah.
all action.
Yeah.
I won't even call it action. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
like those games you literally cannot move back.
Let's
The
be
screen
honest,
moves
dude.
with you. Yep.
All right. Well, let's move on. I have a thing on here. Rabbit and Steel. Dixon, was that something that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, it's a good game.
I think.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
I
good
don't
game.
actually know much about it.
Pretty much like I mean, like I was saying earlier, like it's pretty much like if you're a fan of MMO, this motherfucker's eating food right now. Like, my God, if you're a fan of MMOs, Rabbit and Steel is like a great game for raiding. Like if you enjoy raiding, but don't enjoy leveling your character to level like 90, 80, 70, 100 or whatever and farming gear and stuff, the game is literally you start off in like a small mini, like a pre-map. You fight like a mini boss, another mini boss, and you get item drops, right? And then if you're playing with multiple people, you can like roll for it, or if you're like nice, you split the items based off like which character you have, right? And then you get to the boss and you literally fight a raid boss. Like,
So is it actually an MMO?
It's not an MMO because when you die, it resets. Like the game resets. It's almost like a roguelike.
Okay.
Yeah, because every time it resets, it's different bosses. Like it kind of rotates the boss or however it does it. I'm not sure.
So is there an end game, or is there an end point of the game? Or
I think you just keep
does it
playing
going
until you beat all the bosses.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure, like, from what I can tell, because it's pretty new, like, there's going to be, like, DLC for it. Like, there's no way there's not, because the game is pretty popular. And it's pretty much, like I said, it's just raiding. Like, there's, like, circles, like, you have to stack sometimes. Like, it just, a lot of MMO mechanics that they threw into the game, and you're just doing them. But it just takes out the whole thing about that you have to, like, either, like, level up or get gear or whatever to like play to like start raiding, right?
Yeah, you gotta collect a whole bunch of things in this one area.
Yeah, like you have to like get your rep to like whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah, so it's just really cool that you can just jump in and then just start like getting that raid itch off and just fight like a raid boss. Right?
So what type of graphical style is it? Again, I don't really remember.
It's just like it's just like almost like
it's hold on, it's shit graphics. I'm looking at it right now.
You know, like Toho, like bullet hell. It's kind of like that. There's like a huge like bullet hell part of it too, where you have to dodge like a bunch of bullets, which is pretty neat. So definitely would recommend to people that want to raid but don't want to take the journey to the raid.
Wait, what are you raiding? I don't understand. This looks like a 2D game.
You raid the boss. I literally just told you.
No, raiding. Okay, my definition of raiding is like World of Warcraft, right? Right, like you meet up with a bunch of people and you go into like what do you call it? An instance.
Yeah, and then you do mechanics to beat the boss, which is exactly what you're doing here.
No. So like, are you meeting up with people?
Yeah, it's called I start the game and I right click and click invite. Mm-hmm. Jacky, I literally told you it's literally raiding without everything else. I don't know what you don't understand about that.
Wait, what's raiding without everything else?
What you just said. Hey guys, let's raid at 7 p.m. tonight and make sure you get all your gear together.
Okay. So I'm watching a video of this and it's just like rabbits floating around in bubbles.
Yeah, raid boss. I don't know how else to explain it to you, honestly. I really don't. You just don't like the graphics. That's literally it.
No, okay. Hold on. This looks like a game you play on your phone. Do you play this on your phone?
No, it's a PC game. What does it matter?
Dixon wishes it's on his phone.
What does it matter? Dude, I've told you in the past, 4K ray tracing is complete garbage and you don't need it. I don't understand.
No. Oh my god.
You can't even tell the difference between FPS anyways, considering you said Ghost of Tsushima had no difference between PC version and PS5 version. Alright, so don't give me this bullshit about how this game isn't like, oh my god, it's crappy graphics, it's a crappy game.
This is unbelievable. This is you're playing a cell phone game on a PC with rabbits floating around in the bubble.
Just say you don't like the graphics, that's all you have to say.
I don't like the graphics.
There you go.
I don't get this game either.
Objectively, like I said, it's a great rating game. Very much. Some of the mechanics definitely remind me of either from like WoW or 14. So definitely, I think they took like some. At least I think they took inspiration from it. But again, we haven't gone super far, so I'm sure there's other bosses and stuff like that probably take more inspiration from raids. But yeah, like so far, like it's pretty good.
Like I think it especially good. I guess good for you because you're way more into MMO than like me. So I don't think I would have as much of that perspective.
Yeah, I definitely think it's like if you enjoyed like, you know, if you're an ex-WoW player, ex-14 player, or like ex-MMO player, and you just want to raid without like having like, you know, again, the pre-work to it. Like this is like a great game to do it. Like the mechanics are there. I mean, mind you, like I think it's probably certain parts are a bit harder. Although I think Final Fantasy 14 raids are probably still like one of the most ridiculous ones. There's a raid where you have to count prime numbers and then divide or something and do fractions, and I was like, fuck off. I'm not doing this raid. Like it's so ridiculous.
Like honestly, for me, the craziest raids that I've heard of is from Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny has some crazy ones.
Like those ones I've heard, I'm like, what the fuck? How do people figure these out?
I actually think in my MMO time, I think Lost Ark, Broshaza was probably one of the most ridiculous raid I've ever seen in my entire MMO career. It is like, I think it's like an hour long fight. And then if you don't beat her, it's another hour. Mm-hmm. And it's not because it's like, it's not long because like, oh, they over buff like the HP bars, like her HP. Like it's just the mechanics in it. You need to be performed like properly, or you just don't, or you wipe, right? So I think that raid is probably the most ridiculous thing I've seen in like all my MMO playing time, which is crazy. But yes, Rabbit and Steel I think is a great game. I think it's on sale. Wish it was a bit cheaper, but it's fine.
How much is it?
I don't remember. 15.
You know, it's like $20.
15? Yeah, $20 or something. Yeah, around there.
15 Canadian. Okay.
Yeah, 15 Canadian. Yeah, so pretty good.
Okay, Forza Horizon 4 gonna be discontinued in around December. It's on sale right now. I don't know. I'm interested in the game, but I know Jacky's saying like if we're gonna get that, might as well get 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you have any interest in the Forza games before
I do.
this?
If we're getting 5.
No. I'm like in general in the series
No.
overall.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I'm surprised because I think over the years Forza was probably like the main competitor to GT series.
I only started
Yeah.
paying attention to Forza when you mentioned it.
Okay.
Because you said it was a good game or something like that, and then I tried playing a demo or a free week, Steam week or whatever, and then it wouldn't load on my computer.
Okay.
Then I got
No, because the motorsports line is I would think fairly well regarded in general. Again, like the one major competitor, direct competitor to GT, and
yeah.
I think it's been able to capture more of the general audience than GT does because of a lot of the fine tuning on the accessibility sliders.
Yeah.
It's easier for people to get into. And for me, the Horizon series is just a lot of those improvements plus a more open world thing going on, a little bit more inviting thing, and that's why I'm interested.
You're talking about, well, I mean, how would you play it if you're going to play it? Are you just going to drive around, or are there specific tasks to do?
I mean, there will be tasks. Like, if it's anything like, what do you call it?
Because there's like
Paradise,
free.
it would be like you can go to events and it'll just spawn you there, or you go to a certain place and join events. I can totally see that happening.
But and then there's like free roam, right, where you just drive around.
Oh yeah. That's part of the whole thing. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you race other people?
Yes.
Like at any time, or do you need to join an event?
You can race, but you
that
might
part
not.
I don't know.
Yeah, you might not have like a who's in first place. You can just meet up in the open world and just race somewhere, right? And
Like,
that's
so
fun, too.
when you actually start the game, are you automatically loaded into a server where there's other players driving around?
I
No,
think you have to select to be online.
Yeah. I think you'd be in your own
okay.
world.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in my own world. That's boring.
I mean, you can join an online thing. That's fine too.
Okay.
Speaking of like the rival, like for Forza and GT, do you guys remember Ridge Racer?
Yes.
Hell
Yes, I do.
yeah.
I think at one point that was a decent like alternative to like before Forza came, right? I think it was Ridge Racer and GT, because I think GT came out and Ridge Racer 4 or something,
Yes.
or 3 was out.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I just
But they're
remember
like
because
not even remotely similar.
no, it's like arcade-ish.
Yeah.
kind
Ridge
of
Racer's
thing.
arcade. Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember like at least back in like from what I can remember, it was literally either you play GT or you play Ridge Racer, right? At least for me.
Is Ridge Racer available on Switch Online on the N64 thing?
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's too bad. It's N64, right?
It was PS1, no? I don't know
PS1?
PS1.
There was an N64 version. I think there was
okay.
one version on N64, but it's more known for PlayStation. I don't know. I never played a Ridge Racer
played
game, but I also know
played
they
it.
kind of fell by the wayside.
Yeah. I played it, but it was nothing. It was not comparable to GT.
No,
It's not the-
it's
it's-
arcade.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an arcade kind of racer, right? You would go to an arcade, you definitely play that kind of thing. You wouldn't see GT
Yeah.
at an arcade or something, but I just remember like those two were like the racing games to play, right?
I would say Need for Speed would also be there. In
I
terms
think-
of, like popularity.
I don't remember if Underground came later though, because I think at least that's for me. It's when like Need for Speed kind of kicked off, where Underground came
Yes.
out, and then like your inner like, you know, modding kind of came out, and you made like stupid ridiculous
yeah.
underglows and shit.
Like
Did you
I
like-
definitely
did you
played
like
Need for Speed from the second game onwards. But Underground was really the one that kind of blew up the franchise.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 100%.
Did you guys ever play like Test Drive?
Nope.
Oh my
I don't
God.
think so. I
Test
I
Drive
remember
is-
seeing it.
Test Drive is like the OG of racing. Of racing games.
Was that on PC or was that like PlayStation?
No, man, that was on like that was on a PC, but that was like I think like in the late or early 90s or something in that. No, that was in the late 80s. Yeah. It's called Test Drive.
Yeah, I don't really
No,
know.
I know the franchise. Like, but the thing is, I know Test Drive Unlimited. I don't think I know the ones before that.
Like the first one's like the first one is just called Test Drive. That is like the OG racing game. I played
so
that
in terms
one
of
before.
old racing games, like like licensed car racing game,
Yeah.
for me was Top Gear.
Mm.
I think we might have talked about it before.
Yeah.
Top Gear is the one that I remember from way back, like from
Yeah.
SNES days, and all I remember was that soundtrack. That game had a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know, okay, there's this other one that I talked to Lawrence about it, but I haven't talked. And I'm trying to recall what the name was. Maybe Dixon, you'll know. It's a Japanese racing game, SNES
Chrono
era.
Q.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
But like, it's just straight roads. It's just like drag racing, and there's like a lot of car customizations. It's all in Japanese. There's no English. And so you would do, and then you would like just do random stuff to earn like credits to upgrade your car. But the cars are like phenomenal. Like there's a lot of selection of different cars. But it's just drag racing. It's like, and it's all in Japanese. I forgot what that name is.
I feel like I might have played it, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, but like that
Honestly.
I played a lot of that as a kid. And then, yeah, and then I mean I didn't really like Need for Speed that much because it was very arcadey. Yeah.
I
What a
just don't know
weirdo.
if there was that much sim racing games
Hey.
at that time, right?
I like Euro Truck Simulator.
This wasn't
Yeah,
in
but
that
at that
time.
time, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
saying,
fine.
Like, at that time,
Fine.
like even GT feels like it came out quite a bit later, right? Compared
19
to
something?
Oh,
I don't remember.
Yeah.
How about F-Zero?
that's not a sim, but
Fine,
okay.
fine.
Yeah, it's not a
You're
sim.
gonna tell me, you're gonna tell me F-Zero is a sim.
How about Outrun?
Don't think that's a sim either.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, Outrun's not a sim.
Okay.
I don't really
Okay.
like Outrun. I played that. I played a bunch of that on Yakuza 0.
Battletoads Racing? That had
Oh, God.
upgrades. That had upgrades.
Did you guys actually play any F-Zero?
I
Play
did.
a little bit.
I played the original F-Zero.
I don't think I like the 2D F-Zeros.
No.
Like the SNES F-Zero.
Did you play the Game Boy F-Zero?
I played Game Boy Advance. I never played like old Game Boy
Ah.
F-Zero. No.
Old Game Boy F-Zero.
No.
Yeah.
My F-Zero experience was mostly with the GameCube one,
Okay.
which was notoriously difficult.
Yeah. I've never had.
And then I also liked the N64 one, which was known for being the
Uh-huh.
one of the only N64 games with 60 FPS.
Okay. Oh man. There.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like? Have you played motorcycle racing games before?
Excite
Do you
Bike
like them?
64.
Okay. No. Okay. Never mind. Because one of my first, most likable driving experiences was with this motorcycle game. I'm gonna look it up. I forgot what it's called.
Was
But
it
it's like
SNES?
No, it was old. It was like Sega.
I think I played one on a Game Gear, so maybe. Not a fan.
No. It's I'm gonna find it.
Okay. I mean, I also did play some original Excite Bike.
I found
but,
it. It's called Hang On.
Oh, I think I've heard of that. I think that's one of the classics.
It's really old. Yeah, it's classic though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's That's good stuff right there. I'm looking at it again. Okay. Tell me about your Street Fighter thing,
Street
Lawrence.
Fighter thing.
Yeah.
What Street Fighter thing?
Wait, have you not been playing more Street Fighter?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
so people won't see it for another few weeks, but I
Okay.
just recently got back into playing Street Fighter after like 3-4 months.
Are you using any of the new characters?
I mean, I'm still playing just Marissa, but I have encountered M Bison, and
Akuma?
it's weird. No, I haven't seen Akuma yet. Just Bison, and he just wrecks me. It does all these attacks that just like sort of hits me, or like even on block, I just don't react fast enough or have enough range to hit him back. It's
I don't think
rough.
you can. I don't think you can beat out the Psycho Crusher. You know, it's pretty insane.
Is that how you would play Bison? You're just Psycho Crusher all the time.
I'm gonna fight you one day again.
Psycho Crusher and Toe
In real
Stomp.
life.
No,
real
in the
life.
game. I'm not
In
gonna
real
fight
life.
you in
It's gonna be
real life.
on camera.
with
real life
like
on
sparring.
camera.
I'll fight you with sparring gear.
You know, sparring gear still hurts, right? Like if you get a good punch in, still some pain. You know.
I'll double it up. Just don't punch me that hard. I can't take punches.
So
And you're
just-
heavier than me.
Just quickly going back to something real quick. Dead Space remake is Frostbite. I just looked it up.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
So whatever you read was bullshit.
Hey, I just read a comment on the Steam forum, so
Yep, totally.
I believe everything I read. Okay.
That's why you
I'm
read
more surprised
IGN.
that they're still. I'm more
Hey,
surprised
shut
that
the
they're
fuck
still
up.
on Frostbite. Like I keep hearing that they have a lot of problems with Frostbite over the years, and it's just, I'm surprised they're still sticking with it.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
apparently,
switch to Unreal.
apparently a lot of their games are still on the Frostbite engine. They just rebuilt everything from scratch or something like that for the remake or something similar. So
Yep. No, I just mean like not just Dead Space. Like they use Frostbite for like a whole bunch of their games, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
in the EA library,
Mhm.
and I feel like I've heard a lot of people complain about using that engine. But I don't know. Okay. Well, I guess speaking about remakes, there is another one that's announced. The Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Either of you have any experience with the Dead Rising? No?
I played it, but
Nope.
it's like not. I don't know.
Not your thing.
It doesn't tickle my fancy.
I guess I got into it a little late because I really only played 2, and it was okay. It's just, there's just a level of jank to it that I just couldn't get past, I guess. I beat the game, but it's still not really my thing. I keep wanting to like it more than I did. But yeah, because I know the first game was pretty well liked. I just don't know. Based on the trailer, it looks like just a reskin of the original game with the RE engine.
Is Dead Rising? That's different from the Island one, right?
Yes, Dead Rising
Yeah.
is known for having a lot of zombies on screen at the same time.
Okay. Nope, never
Yes.
played it.
Yeah, and also the other thing is known for is using basically anything in the world as weapons.
I mean, you can do that in the Island one, right? Dead Island, or whatever you call it.
I think it's more than that though.
Okay.
It's literally like you're using like blenders.
Do you
and
get
putting-
missions, or is it just like
So-
maps?
So the thing that's unique, or quote unquote unique about Dead Rising 1 is that it has a 72-hour clock that goes in real time. I guess it's like maybe 72 minutes in normal time, something like that. But people will live or die depending on how quickly you get things done. Like survivors will die if you get to them too late and whatnot. And that's how it is. Like you do get story checkpoints, I guess. Like there's definitely story moments, but if you miss it, then it changes how it ends. So it's not
Okay.
quite the same as Dead Island. I think in terms of the plot, Dead Rising is more interesting to me than Dead Island, but it's not really the same game at all.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I've never played it. I mean, if it looks good, I'll try it.
Not
I
really
just think it's
interested.
gonna be too awkward. I think it's gonna play too awkward for you. It is.
Yeah.
It is
If
a little
it's
fun
a
to
remake,
use random things.
I mean the remakes got to be more modern,
No,
right?
so from what the videos were showing, I think
mm-hmm.
the gameplay is going to be identical to the original.
Ooh,
They're not
okay.
really doing the same treatment
Yep,
as
yep.
Resident Evil.
Okay.
So.
Very interesting.
Let's see here. I don't know if you want to bring up videos on here, Dixon. If you want to mess with that.
No, probably not. But I was gonna
No,
say,
not right now?
yeah, not right now. I think.
Okay. No, not the Dead Rising one. I was just gonna talk about the Gundam Breaker 4. That one just looked neat on YouTube. Don't
No,
worry
I was
about it. We
gonna
can
say,
save it for another time.
I was gonna say, what do you feel about that open world Crazy Taxi announcement?
Ooh, that's one of my favorite games growing up. So I am definitely gonna get it. That's a day
Imagine?
one buy for me.
Like,
That's
I
day
don't
one
know.
buy for me.
Like, are they gonna make it like Forza style, where you just go around and driving and see other people in taxis, and then you do missions to customize your taxi so you can put ridiculous things on it?
Like, if they're gonna
Yeah.
do open world, I think that's how they're gonna have to do it, right? I don't like if they're making it like a big budget blockbuster game. I don't see them sticking with the old, straight up the old formula. Like the old arcade formula, I think you can only go so far and not break the huge mainstream audience.
Yeah.
Because
It'll be
I played it, it's okay. It seems very much like an arcade game, which it is, right? And I just don't think it benefited from being a home game afterwards.
Did you
Except
play it
for
in the
reaching more
arcade,
people.
or did you play it at home?
I played at. I think I played both.
Because
think I played
the
both.
arcade one has like a wheel to it, and you're
Yes,
standing up.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
I played it in the arcade a lot with like my friend, and like it was just the funnest thing back then. I loved
Yeah,
it.
again, like
Yeah.
I think the format is very much an arcade game, and I think when it went to the home format, I don't think they
Yeah.
changed anything.
No,
Uh,
it was exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not the same. Like I mean, it's the same game, but like because of the way the home games work, I just don't think it works. Yeah, I don't think it benefit from that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying they need a different format to
Yes.
if they want to do a
Well, we'll see.
AAA home game.
They're calling it a AAA game, so
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
an
like
interesting
it.
announcement. I just thought it was. I
Oh,
just want
right.
to see what
it
they
also
do.
says it's massively multiplayer. So
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I'm just curious what, am I gonna fight people with my taxi? We're gonna
yeah, you're gonna do
tank
raids.
taxi, healer
Yeah.
taxi, DPS taxis. No, I'm
You're
just
gonna
kidding.
deliver people to throw at the bosses.
No, what it is gonna be is there's gonna be hubs where you can deliver people, not deliver people, like drive people around, and it's gonna be like Uber where you have to fight for it.
no.
It's gonna be a
Imagine
first-person shooter.
imagine everything you guys said is just what the game is. That would be awesome.
Yeah, they'll be
It's a
playing-
survival game.
Yeah,
You're gonna be punching brick walls to get
Yeah.
you have to build
materials.
structures with your
Yeah.
taxi. You live in your taxi.
when
That's
is
what
it? When is it? When is it approximately coming out? Does it?
I
did
don't
it
think
say?
they have a date at all.
Okay.
I know Sega announced a whole bunch. Like they're trying to revive a whole bunch of their old
Yeah,
franchises, and I don't think they have a date.
I am so looking forward to that. Oh, that's gonna be so nostalgic for me. Yeah.
I hope they manage to get it to work. I feel like Sega's been
Mm-hmm.
in a weird rut. I don't know if this is the right word, but like, I feel like a lot of their old franchises are just sitting there,
Yeah.
and they're basically just doing Sonic and I think Total War is also Sega, right?
I don't
Chemical, was
remember.
I think Total
isn't
War
it,
is
isn't it Temco or something like that? Or am I thinking
No.
something else? Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure Total War is under Sega, but yeah, like they have so many old classic franchises that people love to look at around the Dreamcast era
Yeah.
and before that they're just like not doing anything with.
Yeah, Sega owns it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Total
Yeah.
War.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think it said Sega owns Total
It's
War.
creative. It's creative
Roman
assembly
stuff.
under
Yeah.
Sega.
So
Okay.
pretty cool. I mean, when it comes out, I mean, I'll definitely try it. As long as it's not like subscription based or something. Try out the game. Subscription based. If it's subscription
I don't think
based,
it's.
I don't know, man.
No,
I don't think I'm doing
I don't
it.
think it's. I don't think it's gonna be subscription based.
So that's all.
It's an arcade racer.
No, it's now an open world,
Again,
massive
like, I don't
multiplayer
think-
AAA
yeah.
game.
I don't think it's going to be an arcade racer at this
Yeah,
point.
100%. I don't think so either.
Okay. Do
So
you think you're gonna be able to
nostalgia
create
might
your own
be
character?
for naught.
Will you be creating your own character? You think?
Yes.
Like your
As
like
a
your
massively
taxi driver?
multiplayer game, I think you have to. I don't think you
Okay.
can have like a lot, like a billion B Joes or whatever their name is,
Okay.
just driving around. I just don't think that happens.
No, and it'd be cool if you can get out of your taxi and do things, and then also get into your taxi to do
Oh
things.
yeah, that would
I think that'd be pretty
that would be
neat.
fun.
So
That would be
we
fun.
will see.
Get some
So,
guns involved.
Yeah, that's the update. It's just gonna be drive-bys all day.
Yeah. That'd be
Get in
fun.
the car. Get in the car.
There was a deal a few weeks back. I don't know if it's still active.
What deal?
But
What deal?
Xbox Elite Series 2 controllers were discounted. You told me about it, Jacky. Do you have one?
No.
The Elite 2s? Because I think you were talking about, oh, these things are amazing. Or,
No, I was talking about my original Xbox controller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Xbox Elite controller or Xbox
No,
controller?
it's a normal one.
Oh, okay. Well, your original Xbox Series X or S one? I don't know which one.
I don't know what it is. It's
Okay.
yeah.
Because I don't
it's-
think I like the Xbox
It's one
controllers
of the
that
it's
much.
one of the most comfortable ones I've had. Next to no. The DualSense controller is the most comfortable to date for my PlayStation 5, in my opinion. Followed by the Xbox, followed by the Switch Pro.
Okay.
Actually, no, I would say the Switch Pro and the Xbox is on the same level.
Okay, because I don't think the Switch Pro is that good. Like, I kind of wish it's a little bit better. It's so expensive. Like, I don't know why it's so goddamn expensive. I wish it's a better controller. Yeah. Because my... I don't think I have aside from the Switch, a current console controller since, like, the PS3 and 360. So I don't know what the newer ones are really like. Yeah, and I didn't like the 360 controller. I know a lot of people love it. It's just not for me.
I just ate a chocolate wafer, and my room is so hot that the chocolate's melted.
It's all over you now.
Just stop eating.
But it tasted really. The melted chocolate actually tastes really good.
That's what fondue is. People love it.
And I finished
Dixon,
my
you
bowl
have
of fried noodles, so I'm good now.
Dix,
I can concentrate.
okay. Dixon, you have any controller preferences? Any current controllers?
Not really.
You're just mouse and
You know
keyboard.
me. I'm a mouse and keyboard person.
Fucking playing ZZZ with the mouse and
That's the
keyboard.
only way to play is easy.
That sounds like blasphemy. Like,
Do
it
you
sounds
play
like
Street
fucking-
Fighter with a keyboard, Dixon?
No, I play Street Fighter with a fight stick. Let's be honest
Oh,
here.
wow.
Hell yeah. I considered breaking out my fight stick, honestly.
You
Do
should.
it.
Let's be honest, fight stick all the way. If I'm legitimately playing like a fighting game, I will play with controller, obviously, or buy a fight stick or something like that.
So the new thing right now is a leverless controller. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I've
you've seen
heard
those.
about
What's
it.
that?
Yeah.
What's that?
So instead of an actual stick, like for movement, they replace it with buttons.
What do you mean?
So you know
Okay.
how you have the attack buttons, like the circle buttons?
Yeah.
They use those for movement also.
That's what?
Yep,
For what
that's what
game?
the pros use now.
For
Fighting
what
games.
game? Why?
Because it's faster.
Pixel perfect execution.
Yeah, and honestly, I believe it. Because I played fighting games with the keyboard at one point, and I think it is a lot faster to move. Like the movement on the stick is so much more exaggerated. that just makes more sense to have buttons instead. But
Yeah, just imagine doing Hadoken. You just press SD. SDA.
Hell yeah.
I mean SD and then attack, right? Or like light punch.
I think at some point I did get to do I did learn to do the dragon punch on keyboard, or the uppercut. So yeah, it works. It works. So.
Oh yeah, like 100%. Like I'm just saying, like you're just hitting SD the whole time for your Hadokens, right?
Wait, so if you're doing that, it's the exact same as playing with a keyboard then?
Yeah, it's just an ergonomics thing at some point.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay,
and those things are like
nuts.
$200-300. Like the hitbox, I don't know if you've seen those. Those things are like so expensive.
Haven't seen
those
the
are more
pricing
expensive
for
than fight sticks. Like,
That's nuts,
crazy.
man. Never.
You can always build it yourself.
It's interesting, and I don't see myself ever using one, but yeah.
Dixon, I should send you a picture of. There was a video from the League of Legends fighting game. I don't remember what they changed it to, like 20XX or something.
No idea.
On their latest video, they showed these guys playing a leverless fight stick that's like really thin.
Oh shit!
It's not a box. It's like thinner than a keyboard.
I feel like I would just break
what
it
the fuck?
by accident.
Yeah, I'm like, are these like clipboards you guys are playing on? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna press like S too hard and then just click.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I was staring at it. I'm like, you guys are okay with this?
Yeah, that's kind of wild, actually. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Nope. That brings away all the enjoyment of playing the game.
Again, I think it depends. It's a preference thing. A lot of pros have gone that way, but people still use original, like old school fight sticks. That's fine. Okay.
No, I mean, fair enough.
A lot of pros actually use controllers now, so that's it's okay now to use controllers to play fighting games.
Yeah, I do notice that a lot whenever I watch or something. So
yeah.
I prefer controllers. I prefer controllers for like any game. If I don't need to use my keyboard, I don't. Like I'll play Flight Simulator on my controller. It's fine.
You prefer controller over a wheel for driving games?
I mean, right now, yes, because I don't want to set it up.
It's convenience factor, not for actual gameplay reasons.
Actual gameplay, obviously, a wheel is going to be better, but like, I'm not setting up my wheel to play 5 minutes and then deassembling it. Right?
See, that's your problem.
Yeah.
That's not the wheel's problem.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I still need to set it up to play GT7 in VR. Haven't done that yet. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stream it when I do it.
You have other. You talked about that. Do you have any other VR games that you're looking at possibly trying out for this?
For streaming? The boxing one. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, Creed?
Yes.
Creed?
Yeah, I got that one. Okay. And then what else did I get? I got a kayak one. I want to try that the space one. That I also have No Man's Sky in VR.
Oh,
I haven't tried
yes.
it yet. Yeah.
Yes.
I got Skyrim VR that I haven't tried yet either. So yeah, I got a couple of things that I need.
I wonder how you like it. I heard the port was not good.
I'm probably not gonna like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna like it. Yeah, because
I think yeah.
I was playing Resident Evil in VR and it was shit.
Which one?
The old one. I'm not playing the new one. The new one scares the shit out of me.
7?
No, that.
4? Resident Evil 4?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If I know 7 is really good in VR, but I'm not playing that because that freaks the fuck out of me. I played a demo of 7, and I almost pissed my pants. I might have pissed my pants. It was a little.
Not everyone can have.
I didn't know if it was sweat or piss.
Not everyone can be as courageous as Dixon and be like, just don't care.
You played it in VR?
No, it's just not a scary game.
Oh. No, dude, look. It's not a scary game if you're playing it on the screen. Okay? It's a scary game if you play it on VR.
No, it's still not a scary game.
No, man, it is fucking scary.
It's not, until I'm like in 100% immersed into it with haptics that are going to shock my body, it is not going to be scary. Because I'm just going to be like, I'm playing a game and this is fake.
Yeah.
Right?
Because a big thing for me is oh my god, I got wafer crumbs all over my chair. Fuck.
That's your fault.
A big thing for no, well, a big thing for me is when you have the VR set on, you get the 360 sound, okay? And when you're walking around, you hear like the squeaking wooden floors in Resident Evil 7. And then like you get like weird background music playing, and then you get the jump scares. It is fucking scary.
So when you put on your headphones,
Yeah.
you also get 360 sound.
No, but like when you're also visually immersed, plus the sound, it's
I thought Dixon was just gonna say that's just his home. He's like...
Yeah, you'll pee your pants.
I definitely would not.
You would definitely pee your pants.
At least not in RE7. Maybe Phasmo, maybe the other game where you can actually like exercise like a demon in the game, because they had some really freaky environmental kind of scares. But RE7, hell fucking not. I'm not gonna be scared out of it at all.
Didn't they have like didn't they make a game out of The Ring or something like that?
Not that I know of.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Like I watched a streamer play like a really scary one, but I forgot which one it is.
It might be Phasmophobia. I don't know. Like there's a bunch of horror multiplayer games in the past few years that's really caught on with streamers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, nope. Resident Evil 7, nope, not doing it. Is Village also in VR?
Yes.
Oh man, I think that would be scary too. I think Village is in VR.
I think on PSVR 2 probably.
Yeah, well, I think it is, but I'm not. Yeah. Again, I'm not doing
because
that.
I think PlayStation got the exclusive for it. I don't think it's on. I don't think it's on Steam.
Because I think that one's pretty scary too, right?
I remember people getting mods to play those games in VR, including like Resident Evil.
Yeah, there's a VR mode in Resident Evil Village.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. These games, there's no way.
Content, Jacky. You should do it.
I can't.
You should do a crotch cam so we can see when you pee your pants.
It's like time to pee in your pants.
The first 2 minutes, like when the intro comes up, I'm gonna...
Jacky gets jump scared by the title screen. Oh my god!
Yeah. It's
RE
sweat.
engine.
It's sweat.
Oh no.
It's sweat. Oh my god!
So yeah, no. I will pee my pants.
Okay.
Yep. I got really scared. Oh man, there's this one where you're riding into a mine shaft. It's a PSVR game. What is it called? Oh my god, that one's fucking scary too. I played like 10 minutes of that and I had to shut it off because I was scared.
I think I mentioned it before. Like I also get freaked out pretty easily, and when I played Serious Sam on VR, the first enemy that popped up already freaked me out. And honestly, normally on like a 2D screen, I'm like not phased. In VR, it's just all in your face and like, what the fuck?
I can't. I just couldn't deal with it. Yeah. When I see sharks in VR, it freaks me out.
I think for me, it's the jump scare more than anything, because it's like the scale is so different when you play in VR compared to a screen. Maybe because I play on small screens, I don't know. But like in VR, suddenly characters feel like they're huge. Like any character just feels way bigger than you would expect them to. And it's just a weird scale issue.
Yeah, I mean, there was like when the PSVR 1 first came out, there was like an underwater experience where there was like a huge shark that was like swimming around you. That kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So I couldn't couldn't play that. But But yeah, no, VR, different, completely different animal.
Yep.
Yep.
Jackie, you should send Dixon your VR set with your PS5 and tell Dixon to test out these horror games. Should totally do it.
He needs a PS5 though. I mean, I can bring it back. It's not that hard.
Wait, yeah, you don't have your PS4 anymore?
The PSVR 2 doesn't work for PS4.
You don't have your PSVR 1 then?
Oh, I have
you sold it?
No,
Yeah.
I have it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait. Do you have a PS4?
No, you don't have a PS4?
No,
you
Dixon,
have a PS4.
I have a PS4.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm not lugging the machine back. Fuck that. I'll bring my PSVR back for you, but I'm not bringing my PS4 back. That's nuts. Too heavy.
Too heavy.
What are you gonna do with it? You can play those games on your PS5.
No, you can't. Not. I can't. I can still play. I forgot. Is the PS4 backwards compatible with PS3? No, it's not.
So.
It's not.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. PS5 is backwards compatible with PS4, right? I think
it is.
I think it is. Yeah.
And I think they're doing a thing where it's going to be backwards compatible with PS3, which would be awesome. Because I kept my PS3 Metal Gear collection. Yeah.
Great.
Then I can replay Metal Gear 4. Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
Can't wait for them to remake the whole series.
Right.
Well, I mean, we'll see how Delta turns out. I'm excited for that.
I'm still a little baffled that they didn't go for remaking the original one first.
I don't know why either. There's got to be something, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Because even Delta, the remake doesn't seem like... It just feels like they're reskinning the original game with some additional camera things.
I think they're doing 3 because it's a good foundation to build on, and it's easy to build on, right? Because it's already kind of like a 3D game.
I think it's a very standalone game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't really refer to...
Oh, actually...
doesn't have anything before it.
No. Metal Gear Solid 3, if we're talking about the storyline, that's the first one.
Yeah, it's the first one, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it makes sense to remake that one.
So what you're saying is the next game is like Peace Walker, and then 5, and then Metal Gear Original.
Oh man, you're right. I don't think they're going to redo 5.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to redo 5.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll redo 1 right after Metal Gear 3.
Yeah, that's the one that I was actually more interested in.
2 does not need a redo. 2 is still playable.
I mean, so is 3. 3 is the most playable of the 3.
It is, yeah. Well, they really need to redo 1. If they remake 1, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It's just the graphics wise that game is the most in need of a refresh.
It is. Yep. It's pretty bad. So, I'm looking forward to that.
It's a PlayStation shaky pixels, a shaky geometry thing. Man. Okay, I think we're good for this episode. I think
let's call it.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, you can follow us on YouTube at Bronze Grade for all of our video content and podcasts, and maybe even this one with the actual cameras and shit.
Yes.
And you
Twitch.
can follow us on Spotify, iTunes, and other podcasting platforms for all of our podcast episodes. Well, this has been Dixon, Jackie, and Lawrence. See you all next time.
See ya.